What's going on, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet for another episode of MLB 18, the show. This is Road to the Show with Diego Torres, and this is episode 104, and today is going to be a huge game, as this is the final game of the season for Diego, and also for the Reds, I believe, here. This is the game 161, I believe. But nonetheless, here it's a big game because we're playing against his former team, that being the Chicago Cubs. Now, this is his last chance to get the 25th win of the season that he needs, and today he will be on the hill in Wrigley Field, of all places, against the team that he originally started with, and then later on, after that first year, was traded for Joey Votto. So remember that. This is going to be a key game here. And of course, there you see the numbers there for both of these aces here. Of course, 24-1 for Diego. As for Jon Lester, 18-16, not a bad year for him. But ERA-wise, there you see Diego Torres has a better ERA, and we'll see what he can do here. So he's going to take on Del Carmen first at bat here as we go to the bottom half of the first. And of course, like I said, Diego having a great season here. And most especially against the Cubbies. He loves playing against his former team, and he likes to see what kind of damage he can do against them. So we'll see. I believe it's a 1-2 count here. Nobody on board, nobody out, and that's going to be a swing and a miss there on that slider inside, and that is going to retire the batter. So Del Carmen will have to go back to the bench, and of course have to think about what he did wrong there. So now Castro up to bat here. We'll see what he can do. There's already one on board. We'll see what Diego can do now here with him, as Diego's looking for it. Just a quick 1-2-3 against his former club. And remember, he got traded for Joey Votto. They apparently wanted bats than they did as opposed to pitching, and that's what originally I was really kind of excited, because at the time when this series started, the Cubbies needed pitching. They needed some young pitching to help them out there. But there you see Joey Votto, 339. Apparently they need the bats to help them here, and we'll see if this like I said, this trade, so far it's been more favorite of the Reds than it has the Cubbies. So 2 away, 0-2 count here on Votto. Can we get Votto out there? Yeah, we do. We strike him out on that 12-6 curveball, and that is going to retire the side. So Torres takes the first inning here, as he gives up nothing here, and it's still a 0-0 ball game. Now go to the bottom half of the second here. We'll see Soler there, 17 home runs, 66 RBIs, and again, Reds have a 2-run cushion now for Torres. So this is really nice to see, as Torres strikes him out and retires that batter. So he retires the first batter here, and like I said, he's been looking good all season long here. And this is something I know the Cubbies are probably just dreading this. They're probably hoping that he will have a bad outing here. So far, I think he's had one bad outing here in Wrigley, but I think eventually he made that up. I think he gave up maybe a run or two, but eventually they came back and won the game for him. But take a look there, wild pitch there. That's going to strike out the batter. That's going to, of course, wild pitch and a strikeout. Of course, they had to throw him out there at first. So Javier Baez, of course, the cover boy for MLB 20, which will be coming out here in a few weeks. He is up to bat here as we take a look at his numbers there. And we'll see what Diego can do here. Of course, he's hoping this is going to be a quick pitch there, and that will be a walk there. So, he doesn't get the runner there, the previous batter out, as he does get there at first, apparently. I stand corrected now. He did get there safely at first. So now he has 2 runners on board as he walks Baez there. And so Napper, we'll see what he can do, if he can drive these 2 runs home with a 1 out and 2 on here with his 0-2 count. We'll see if Diego can try to power out of this one here as he swings there. And that one is going to go rip right down the third base line here. I think the Cubbies might have got a run on the board here. And that's exactly what's going to happen, as the Cubbies do get a board there. They get the runner, and now runners on first and second. So great job there from Napper as he gets his team on the board here with the first run for the Cubbies. So Pena now up to bat here, and we'll see what he can do with 1 out, 2 on. 1-2 count here. Torres already giving up a run here in this one. It'll just swing and a miss there, and that is going to be strikeout number 3 on Pena. So Pena leaves 2 aboard and now have 2 out. And of course now Jon Lester, his counterpart here, we'll see what he can do against his fellow pitcher. As Lester 0-2. Don't really expect too much from Lester, but sometimes there's some pitchers that can slap one in and drive in a run there. But nope, that is going to be a strikeout there, as Lester is a little heated on that one there, and that is going to be it for the inning. So the Cubbies do scrape up a run. Torres does give up a run there, and it's going to be a 2-1 ball game. So Torres up to bat now here. You see his numbers there so far for the season. Not really known for the bat, of course, but we'll see what he can do. Sometimes he surprises at times. As we'll see a 2-2 count there, and Torres lifts this one up there, but that one's going to stay in the air for just a little too long, and that's going to be out. So that'll be it for his at bat there. As we move on now to the bottom of the third, and we'll see a 2-1 count here from Joe Carmen, as that one is going to again strike him out, rack him up, and send him away, as that is going to be the first out here in the inning. As you take a look at Torres' numbers there, like I said, 24 wins for the season for him, the best in both leagues. But right now, of course, the best in the National League, as the next person behind him is Jon Lester with 18 wins for the season. So we'll see an 0-2 count, 1 out. See the next pitch, and Carlos Castro there could not do anything with that one there. As we'll take a look here at the replay, and yeah, just a great job there. That one just breaks right at the edge of the plate there. Now we'll see next at bat here will be Votto. Votto now has another chance here to 0-2 count. 2 out, nobody on, and Votto is going to swing this one here high and deep out to right field. This one is going to get caught near the ivory, and it will be an out, as that will retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down. Torres and the Reds still lead this one 2-1. Move on now to the 4th inning. We'll see what Torres can do here in this one, as he's had a pretty good showing here so far. Even though he's given up 1 run here, he's looking pretty solid. Let's see a 2-2 count here, and a swing and a miss there, and that is going to retire Soler, as he is going to be taken down for a strikeout. So nice job there retiring that batter. As we go now to the next at bat here for the Cubbies, as we'll see a 2-1 count. Torres again looking mighty strong here on the heel here. As this one's going to drop in, that's going to be a base hit. And sometimes that happens there, but I'm really sure Torres was hoping that someone was going to be underneath that one. So he gives up another hit here, as Javier Baez up to bat here. Now remember, we walked him last time. Try to see if we can not lose him this time around. 1-2 count, 1 on, 1 out. Torres looking for the right pitch here, and trying to see if we can get Baez, at least try to dribble one out there. And hell yes, that's exactly what we needed there. Try to get the double play. Turn 2, and they do so there. Nice job. Baez cannot believe it. He is livid, and that is going to end the inning. So we got exactly what we needed there. Get the double play, and to get Torres out of this one, as they still have a 1-run lead here as we go to the 5th inning. So now, 5th inning here, Napper up to bat. We'll see what he can do. And as he drove in a run earlier, and we'll see if he can try to start off the inning here in the right way here for the Cubbies as the leadoff man. So we'll see the pitch here, and we'll see up to 60 pitches now here for Torres. He rips this one up the middle there. Can they get this one to first base? And they do so, as that's a great job there from his defense helping him out there. And just take a look at his ERA. Entering play today, there you see 104 as the entering play. Of course, it's gone up some because of that run that was driven in earlier. Pena up to bat here. We'll see what he can do. 1-1 count there with 1 out. And looking for the pitch. And this one is going to get popped up there. This is going to go out to shallow center field. This one should be an easy one there for the center fielder, as they do get there. I believe that's no, that's not. I was gonna say it's Hamilton, but no, it's Matthew there that gets underneath that one. So now 0-1, we see him struck out in the 2nd inning. We'll see Lester up again, And Lester here, 2-2 count, 2 out, nobody on board, and yep, he's gonna go ahead and go after him as Torres gets really fired up here in the fans here in Chicago. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are probably still upset about this and kind of wondering what was the deal with this trade, because the way if Torres has been playing now here, and only is, you know, what is this, his 3rd season as a major, he's been, you know, putting up some big numbers here. As we'll see, Torres doesn't get a hold of that one there, but he is going to try to run this one out here to first base, and he'll get there on that wild pitch, and he'll put himself on board. So top of the 6th here, we'll see there. Of course, it will be a strikeout for Lester, but Torres will, of course, get on board here by the way of the wild pitch. So Greg Matthews up to bat here. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and pop out so far in this one. As Torres, not much of a runner. He knows he's going to try to play a little conservative here. At least I think he is. This one's going to get popped over to short, and that's going to be easy play, and that's going to be 1 away there for the Reds. So the pitcher is still on board here, and the Reds are really trying to see if they can get at least scrape up another run here, as Miguel Rojas now coming up to bat. We'll see what he can do in this one, as he has an 0-2 count, trying to help his pitcher out here, and that one is going to be a wild pitch. Torres is going to have to take off here. Torres is going to take off, and he's going to be safely there at second. Nice play as he now advances up to second base there on that wild pitch. As we take a look at the replay there, just a bad job there from the catcher from blocking that, and that's going to advance the runner up 90 feet to second base. So now I have a runner on second with 1 out here. A hit up the middle here will score the run. Again, another wild pitch here. Runner's going to go on board here. So will the runner at first, as I believe he will be taking out. Yeah, he'll be thrown out there. So now Devin's turn now here to try to get the runner here at third. He's 0 for 2. Not a great day there for him so far. 2-2 count. See if he can drive home the run, and that is going to be a strikeout as he takes that one looking there. And that will strand Torres there at third base. So it's still a 2-1 ball game, as the Reds have a tightrope lead here. So now Carmen will come out to bat next here. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, and we'll see what Torres can do here. Of course, his job is try to get these guys out and keep the scoreboard to where it's at. And we'll see an 0-2 count, and Carmen will pop this one up there. Easy play there for the catcher, and that one's going right up the elevator shaft there for the easy out. So 1 away here in the bottom half of the 6th. Now Sterling Castro already ground out and struck out here. We'll see what we can do here against Castro now in this one, as we see a 1-2 count. And we'll see the pitch, and Castro's going to pop this one out to left field. That should be easy play, and it is. And that is going to retire him for today. So 2 away now here in the inning. As you see, take a look at the team ERAs there. And of course, the Reds with the best team ERA, of course, because of that man right there, who has been lighting it up here this season. So Joey Votto up again here, 0 for 2, struck out, flied out. Again, this is just another great, interesting matchup here, because we're going to see how long this going to work out for the Cubbies here. So far here today, it has not worked out, as Votto will be racked up and taken away there on that strikeout there. Great job on that pitch there from Torres. As we'll see Torres here, struck out, lined out, and then reached on base because of the error. We'll see now he has a great opportunity now with 1 out, 0-2. With bases loaded here, just needs an easy play to slap one up the middle here, but no, we could not get that one there. And the players there on the bags there will have to stay. So they try to get some help there from their pitcher here, but the pitcher, well, his bat's just not showing up here today. But good thing his glove is. As we go now to the top or the bottom half of this same inning here in the 7th, and we'll see Torres there. Having Soler up here to bat. 0 for 2, 3-1 count, or a 3-1 ball game now, as the Reds were able to scrape up a run there. And Soler, well, he's going to have to go take a seat there as he strikes out again Torres lighting it up here. As you see, he got a little smirk on his face there. He is happy to see what he's doing to his fellow club here. So now 1 for 2. We'll see the batter up here again, Montos. As we'll see the pitch here. This one's going to go down the left field line, but it's going to be snagged. Nice job there from the shortstop, who makes a play. What a job there. And that's 2 away now here for the Cubbies. Bottom half of the 7th here, we got Baez up to bat here, 2 out. Nobody on, 0-1. He walked back in the 2nd. We'll see if we can try to keep him quiet here and try to maybe get him in another ground ball situation here. But nice curveball there. 6-12 change up there. And yeah, great job there to end the inning. Racks it up, and that's going to end the inning. So still a really good ball game here for the Reds now. As we go down to the bottom half of the 8th, we'll see what we can do now with Napper. Of course, he drove in that one single run they had in here today so far. 2-2 count, nobody out. Bases empty, and there you see, nice job there on that curveball again. As Torres is just really lighting it up there. You see the complete games he's got so far this season. 14, doubling his own teammate there, Johnny Cueto, who has 7. And the next person behind them is Madison Bumgarner with 6. So Doug Pena now up to bat here, 0 for 2. A strikeout and a flyout. We'll see if we can shut down Pena here. We're already at 102 pitches now. And Torres just lighting it up again. Another strikeout here from him, as he is now over the century mark with 103 pitches here. And I don't know if you guys heard about the snap of the glove there. He is just on fire right now. So now he is pitching like this is like the first, second, and third innings here. You see, he gives up a base hit there, as he is at 104 pitches. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper comes out here and decides to give him a hook, as he does give up a hit there. And whereas we're late in the game here, they want to keep the lead as it is, as Del Carmen will come out to bat. 0 for 3, he popped out in the 6th. So I'm pretty sure anything happens after this pitch here, if he does not get it out, he'll probably be getting the old hook here, taken out of the game. As there you see Carmen. Oh my goodness, he gives up a shallow hit there to right. Runners on first and second now. And yeah, I think by now, the skipper here for the Reds is going to have to tell him a good game. But yeah, just we'll finish it for you here. As you see there, Del Carmen, he gets a base hit, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Torres really great game here tonight. Only giving up a run here. Of course, the 2 runners on board will be credit to him if they do happen to come in to score. But nonetheless here, Torres just having a great game. And we'll see what the bullpen can do here to see if they can snatch this 25th win here for him. And, of course, get this victory now. And they do so there, as they do get the final out. Nice job there for the Reds, and especially for Torres here, having a great game as they win this one. Final score, 3-1 there. Great job there for the bullpen, holding on to that 2-run lead, and especially helping out their ace here, Torres, getting his 25th win of the season. 25-1 for him, and he'll end the game with an ERA of 1.01. 7 2/3 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 15 strikeouts in the ball game. At some point I was losing track of how many times he was striking out people, but 15 times in the ball game. And he is definitely your player of the game. What a performance there from Torres. Of course, he's been doing that all season long, and now we're only hoping that it will continue. As we take a look here and see, yeah, we finished the season over 90 plus wins, won the division. Now we have an opportunity now to play in the playoffs. Yes, the playoffs are coming up, and we'll see that here coming up in the next episode. But before we get to that, let's take a look at some of the numbers here, some league leaders here in different categories in the major leagues. We'll take a first look at the National League there, and you got some of the usual ones there. Of course, Carlos Stanton up there in home runs and RBIs, along with your usual offensive numbers there. Torres, there you see 25 wins for him. Jon Lester right behind him with 18. Of course, only 1 loss there for Torres this season. And there you see his ERA. What a number he has had. And it's only going to continue getting better and better as his career goes on. Hopefully, it'll continue getting better and better. As we'll see him in the playoffs here. We'll see who will play in the playoffs. Don't know quite yet. I didn't decide not to sim that far enough to see who exactly was going to play. I want to see it just as you guys do coming up in the next episode. But hopefully we'll bring some hardware here. We should get the Cy Young trophy for ourselves this season, as we had a Cy Young type of season. Take a look at some of the American League numbers there. You guys can pause the video and check those out. But nonetheless, here it's just been a great season here. I am so happy because this is what probably by far one of my favorite pitchers I've ever created in a baseball game here, and creating them from scratch and everything like that, and just putting up some numbers. I know that some numbers are just ridiculously out there and whatnot, but it's a video game. Just have fun with it. But nonetheless, here Torres, your NL MVP, wins it again. As we'll take a look there. Yep, wins Cy Young. This is now his second Cy Young award that he has taken. Of course, last year he won it, and now he wins it again for the second year in a row. Take a look at the rest of your awards there around the league. And of course, Freddie Freeman is still the best first baseman, winning the Golden Glove there in that situation. And then see some other names there that won it previously from years past. He gets a Silver Slugger there, so congrats there to Torres there. Like I said, not really known as a hitter. I try to put some decent points on him beforehand, but he's not known for his hitting ability, or at least he's not supposed to be. But there'll be times I could be catching myself and like, wow, he shouldn't have had that, but he got hold of it. So, but yeah, nonetheless, there, great season for him. I should take a look at some of the numbers there for some of the American League teams there. Some of my favorites are on this list there. That won. Alex Villa, there you see, I've always had trouble with him. If you guys have been watching the Kansas City World Series, he is a pain in the butt when we play against the Tigers against me. Mickey Markakis, who's of course on my Royals franchise there on that series. Definitely check that series out, you guys. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to finish up that last season there of this one on, I haven't moved it over to 8 or to 19 yet, but it'll be on 19 here very soon, as we're trying to get a lot of baseball content out to you guys here in the next couple weeks before we get to MLB 20. I don't know what my plans are for 20 just yet, but I know I am going to bring back pretty much everybody, plus maybe even a nuke Roto Show character at some point down the road. But that is this episode. That is it for it. As we get ready for the playoffs, who are we going to play? Well, you're going to have to find out coming up in the next episode, as we'll see who we'll be playing. Of course, we'll be playing whoever wins the wild card matchup there, that one-game playoff. So that'll be coming up here in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that sub button. Also hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of when this series or any other series here on the channel is uploaded. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out on Patreon. And that is it for me, you guys. As always, keep yourself healthy. And I will see you guys next time.